Good morning. I'm having a difficult day. I'm supposed to be out of my apartment by the first, and I still don't have anywhere to live. Um, so, like I said, if you've been paying attention, my cyber stalkers are allowed to play jokes on me, and their newest joke is they had my landlady send me an eviction letter. Um, and then they're saying they won't have her evict me if I don't, if I stop calling the police on the neighbors upstairs, which I have stopped, but they don't want me to retaliate any at all. They said I should just deal with the fact that they pound on my ceiling. And, and I said, no, that's not going to work. And so then they said that they don't want me to live in DeKalb anymore because they're tired of getting accused for breaking into my home, which they do. So they wanted me to find an apartment out of town. And so I looked everywhere out of town. And then I figured it out. They don't really want me to get an apartment out of town because they like breaking into my home. And I know they like breaking in my home. They do it every chance they can get. I'm afraid to leave my home after 3 o'clock because I know they get off work. I go grocery shopping either today or tomorrow, and I'll try to buy as many groceries as I can for the weekend. And I probably won't leave my house again until Monday, which I'm supposed to be out of my house by Monday. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyway, I knew that was bullshit. I did go look at one apartment about an hour from where I'm living, and I kind of wanted to move there, but it was a shithole. It smelled so bad. He wanted to charge me a lot of money for a pet, per pet. He wanted to charge me $50 per pet, and I have two that I admitted to. And so, and then he told me that he would replace the carpets, but he was going to charge me an extra $50 a month for them. And I'm like, okay. And when I got there, the carpets were awful. And you could tell that dogs, like they were stained from pee and poo. And even the maintenance guy was like, yeah, he needs to paint and redo the carpets. And I told him that. I said, I don't want to live there. And I'm like, he's like, well, I said I'd replace the carpets. I said, I'm not paying for you to replace the carpets. I said, no. And then had another apartment that was less money, and he was advertising it for $700, and he's like, well, you could take the other one for $850. And I'm like, $850? I'm like, I have two pets plus $700, that's $800. And then I found out he was that if any of the appliances break in the house, that I have to pay for them to be repaired. And I was like, no. But I have no job. My grandpa passed away, and I have a brokerage account, and so I keep trying to tell people that I could pay ahead of time or something, but finding an apartment in my price range that will, and I have shitty credit, and I have pets, and I'm not working. And so even though I have all this money, which it's not a ton of money, but it's enough to last me for a while. I do really actually want to save it and get a job, but I'm afraid to get a job because whenever I work, these people harass me so bad. So then there was an apartment that I was okay with. It's a little smaller, and they kept telling people I was going to get approved and that this is going to be my new apartment. And a week later, I got a letter saying I was denied. And then I tried appealing it, and I said, she said that she would talk to the owners again for me, but she hasn't gotten back to me. And then they say, oh no, everything's going to work out. We're going to get you on Section 8. You won't have to pay any rent, and you're going to live in Amber Manor, which is where this apartment is, and everything's going to work out fine. And then the next thing they say, they're like, we want to take you to court. Shush. We want an eviction letter on your record, so we're going to not let you find an apartment and take you to court. And so that way you can get evicted and you have that on your record and can't find another apartment. And then they say, oh, we're just going to drag out taking you to court for a few months. You don't have to worry about finding an apartment. What else have they said? Then they say, we want you homeless. So they've said they just say these things and they think it's funny, and I don't believe any of them. And I'm looking, but like I said, trying to find something in my price range that's going to work with me, with my crappy credit and the fact that I'm not working. And it's December, and I don't know, maybe if they take me to court, I can use that it's too cold to kick me out on the street. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I feel like the Lord says, be still, that things are going to work out, that God's going to provide for me. And I'm trying to trust him and believe him and not freak out. But I am, and these people want me to freak out, and so they're getting what they want, and they want me to have a mental breakdown because they want to institutionalize me. Their whole goal is to institutionalize me. So they do these things knowing that I have high anxiety so that they can try to institutionalize me. When I was institutionalized, they had the other people keep telling me that they hear voices, trying to get me to say I hear voices, but I do not hear voices. And they also had people say they keep trying to put me on medications I don't need. They had people pounding the ceiling at the hospital as well. Yeah, it all sucks. So if you could pray for me today, and I think that they stopped this from recording, I'd appreciate it. Have a good day.